Hello everyone. Happy Friday. It's the last Friday of February. And you know what? Today, as the last day of February, we always celebrate our February's birthdays. So we had our amazing Victor's birthday. Woo! He's turning 20 all over again. So for the ones that are barely joining us for the first time, my name is Julie Galarraga. I'm part of the Elite Realty Dream Team. Just like this. Today we're going to be talking about something that I'm very passionate about. It's about portfolio loans. And I'm going to give it a couple of minutes so people can log in. But you might ask, why is she so passionate about portfolio loans? Because in life, sometimes things don't fit on that perfect box. So when you think about a portfolio loan, it's thinking about outside the box. So I love those type of loans. It gives people possibilities, and not only that, it makes your dreams come true. So what is a portfolio loan? A portfolio loan is learned, it's kind of like a terminology of a specialty loan for a particular bank or institution that loans money. So for example, Chase Bank may have what's called a portfolio loan because they may have something that provides like a zero down program that they only offer themselves. Prosperity Bank, it's a big one on the ITIN loans. They are more like a portfolio loan regarding that specific product. They serve to a specific demographic or client to serve their needs. So it's these banks that think outside the box to fulfill an area of interest that may not be filled with your regular FHA loan or conventional loan. Now, a portfolio loan is a conventional loan, but because it's created by that bank, that entity, they put their own guidelines and regulations. So for example, there's a portfolio loan that I know of that you can have a 600 credit score and still put a zero money down. So if you go through an FHA loan program or something like that, their guidelines might be a 620, a 640, depending on the program that you go with for down payment assistance. So that's when it's really important for you to understand, okay, well, what is my situation as a buyer? Again, you as a buyer do not need to know all the answers, or you as a seller do not need to know all the answers. You just have to have the right team on your side. Why? Because if a buyer comes through and they're like, hey, I want to buy a house, I just don't have any money in the bank, there's a solution for that. Whether it's a regular FHA conventional product or a portfolio product. I did get a question on a TikTok. If you don't follow me on TikTok, you may love to follow me, Julie G Lit. I do put information about real estate. But in that video, I got a question, great question about DACA. And the person asked, hey, can DACA qualify for a non-portfolio, for a portfolio loan? And the answer is yes, depending on the portfolio loan that is done. Again, not all banks do portfolio loan. That is the key. So it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. And having the right agent on your team is essential. That's why the Elite Dream Team, we focus so much on creating connections, not only with you as a client, but our lenders, our title companies, anyone that I know, that we all know could benefit you in a transaction. So if you have any questions about portfolio loans specific to your case, or if you've been turned down and said, no, you can't buy, please reach out. There is no need to, there is no fees or anything. You can call us, message us, follow us on social media with your question, and we will love to answer it, or have an appointment with you so we can look at your case and see which route is best for you. Because that's another thing. We are a full service real estate company, which means we'll take you from A to Z all the way. We'll make sure we follow you every step of the way so you can accomplish your goal. And not only that, keep on and on. Because at the end of the day, you want to create if you ask me, you want to create a financial wealth where money works for you. You no longer have to work for money. If you have any questions, please let us know. You can send them. And please share this information. You never know who could benefit from it. On behalf of the entire Elite Dream Team, we are very grateful and thankful you logged in to watch this amazing video. And stay tuned for our next Friday video. Every week we take a different topic. If there's a specific topic that you have a question on, send it through. We would love to make a live with the information that could benefit you and anybody you know. Do we have any questions?
No questions.
Right there.
What is the interest rate for that type of loans?
Depending, because this portfolio loan is created, the interest rate is also determined by that particular banking agency. So again, they could have, I've had a portfolio loan interest rate be a lot lower than any down payment assistance programs. There's another portfolio loan where it's a statement only that is different than bank statement. And what I mean is statement is like, depending on your situation and where you work, we just need a work letter. It's called stated income. So interest rate could vary.
Okay, we have another question. Does those loans usually change how often? Do banks have new products or?
Okay, some go in and some go out. So that's why it depends. It's all about the funds that they have. So let's say a bank comes in and says, we're going to loan out $25 million. And after they run out those funds, they usually renew it or they cancel their programs. But whoever is in the program is grandfathered into that program. It's not like if they cancel the product, they're going to cancel your loan. No, you're safe. Once the loan has been done, you're taken care of.
Okay, great, awesome. Yes, and we have one more question. Can I buy my second house using that loan?
So there was a bank that allowed a second home that was a portfolio loan. I believe that one already backed out as things are going a little shaky. If it's not a portfolio loan, you can actually look into like a down payment assistance program, because technically you could have two homes with no money down. And there is other options, again, in and out on these portfolio loans, because 1 month they could be like, hey, we have this promotion going on, and then the next month they're like, hey, we no longer have funds, and cancel it. So having your meeting with your agent and your agent understanding your case. That's why I always advise to people, make the time to sit with your agent so your agent can create the right plan for you. And that's what we do at Elite. We make the time to sit with you and create the right plan for you. Great questions. Any other questions?
Nope, that's it.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. Remember, next Friday, we would love to have you join us. While you have lunch, you can be informing and growing. And not only growing your mind, growing your pocket. My name is Julie Galarraga. Thank you so much for watching us. Have a wonderful Friday.
Ooh, thank you.